Hey everybody, it's Dalton. I'm gonna be wrapping it up today. Started out this morning, it's pretty foggy, so I used a little Rapala DT6. This color is called Helsinki Shad. It's got a little blue shad color, a little bit of chartreuse. Great little bait for shallow water. First one, I'll take him. Got him on a DT6. Just cranking along this bank line, this steep bank. I want to talk to you about the importance of making adjustments while you're bass fishing. If you're new to bass fishing, one of the biggest tips I can give you is make adjustments based on conditions. So, when there was no wind, or there was very little wind, I took a Zoom fluke stick. This is a watermelon color. It's a basic stick worm, okay? And has a little tail on it. I got a 2/0, got my Gatsu octopus hook on there, really a strong hook. I put the O-ring, I take the little half moon nails, and I glue them in there with super glue. And when you're moving this thing along the bottom, that tail is just shaking. So that caught me a lot of fish today. I almost fell. Well, I was wondering, look at those marks right there. Been kind of searching around for them this morning, and they were a little bit tough to find at first. So what I do, this rock right here has an American flag on it. I believe that the fish that I catch here are the most patriotic in this entire lake. They believe in America, and I love them. Nice little get up right there. Oh yeah. There we go. Nice chunky one there. Look at the size of that belly. Wow. That's a beautiful bass right there. Give me my hook back. Come here. Ugh. Trying to take my hook from me. Another nice chunky bass. Gonna make me retie, but that's all right. He's a good one. He got me too. And then the wind picked up, and it would do this throughout the day. It would pick up, slow down, pick up, slow down. And so when it picked up, I just went with a standard spinnerbait. This thing worked phenomenally again today. This is the Strike King burner, one of my favorite spinnerbaits. I like Strike King spinnerbaits anyway. It's a 1/2 ounce, really easy to keep subsurface, just right under the surface. That's how I fish this thing the whole time. I use braided line. This is all braid. This is 30-pound braid. And I use a shorter rod. I like that better for a spinnerbait. It's a 6/8 Okuma, and I've got a high speed reel, a 7.5-1. And all I do is just, work this thing right under the surface, and the bass go crazy over it. There, he got it. That wind kicked up. I'm in shallow water. Started throwing a spinnerbait. Had one swipe at it and then just got this one. Wind is great. Wind with a little bit of cloud cover is fantastic for a spinnerbait. Yeah, there he is. I'm just letting this wind guide me. Throwing this spinnerbait right along the bank lines. He come up and got it real good. Right up off that point and took it. Pretty thing. What's fun about a spinnerbait is you just never know when they're going to hit it. I've got a lot of bites on it today, but it's always fun because you can see them come up and get it in this clear water. Yeah. Man, I watched him. Woo! Wow. I watched him come right up and get it. Right off this point right here, just right there. They're hanging in those rocks. Wind's kicked up here quite a bit, so fishing smaller baits, really tough. So I'm throwing this spinnerbait. I have a lot of confidence with the spinnerbait. Caught a lot of fish with it. And, well, it's just working out really good. I saw what that fish did. He was feeding, chasing bait fish up top. I threw it over there And he hit it the first time, and then I threw it back and I got him. I mean, when he gave me that one, he let me know exactly where he was. There we go. Nice healthy bass here. So I'm in about 3 or 4 foot of water. And right over here are some stick-ups. Probably even shallower there. So I throw over in those stick-ups with a spinnerbait. I bring it out, and he caught that on the side of that little hill right there. Came right out of that bush, right where those stick-ups are. I threw it right over the top of that little bush right there, and he came right up and got it. I don't have as much wind right now, but they're still hitting a spinnerbait, and I love spinnerbaits. So when it comes to the importance of making adjustments, my adjustments are really simple. I stay with the basics of bass fishing. A lot of times I fish what I see. Yes, I've got fish finders, but a lot of times I just fish what I see. Right over here, there's some stick-ups in about 2 to 3 foot of water. I was getting them in, and the wind wasn't blowing that much. I would roll it right over those, whatever those weeds are, they come right up and get it. And it was just, it was a lot of fun doing that. For me, the rule of thumb is this. When there's no wind or very little wind, I tend to slow it down. I'll fish worms, plastic baits, Ned rigs, drop shots, whatever you like. When the wind picks up, I pick it up. I start fishing faster. I'll throw crankbaits depending on the depth of water. I'll throw a crankbait that'll meet that depth, or I'll throw a spinnerbait. Might throw an Alabama rig. There's a number of things. So for me, when the wind's up, I'm fishing faster. When the wind slows down, I'm fishing slower. I've always fished that way, and I've always caught fish that way. Well, I hope this video helps. I really appreciate you tuning in. I love the interaction with the comments. It's a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot, just talking to other people in different states, different parts of the country that are catching bass, and it's just a whole lot of fun. My wife and I are really enjoying this. We love doing it. Well, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, I really appreciate it. I will talk to you on the next trip, which is going to be in a couple of days. Take it easy.